This year, Banana is my favorite product they've released this year. Like, I don't know, it was really fun, the marketing for it and stuff.
Well, I've been doing a lot of, I got a CNC machine as like a little treat, and I've been finding stuff to do with that. And my main thing is brushes. And so what I've been doing is I take satellite data compiled by NASA and I feed it into the CNC machine, and I cut out a perfect one-to-one replica of a particular mountain or mountain range, and then I build a landscape off of that with, you know, clouds and sky and everything, and, you know, paint the snow on the peak. And it's been really cool to see the different mountains that people have been requesting, because they, you know, they've been somewhere special to them, and it's great to be able to capture that permanently in a brush for them.
So we just released Bon Monsieur. It's a collaboration with Rogue Perfumery, and it's by far one of my favorites. It's actually the only one we released so far this year, but it is an amazing scent. So really excited for people to get their hands on that.
Honestly, today at the show is probably my favorite. I have some inside out glass style brushes that I've made that I have on display. And I don't make those for custom orders just because they don't always turn out. So, in fact, about half of them if I'm lucky. So those are always my favorite because they have just a unique look to them.
Well, that's a good question, and actually fairly easy answer because I've only released one product this year. So our newest scent is Wood Shop. I just love how it smells. It's unique, interesting, but still pretty approachable, I guess.
Well, until the doors open at noon, I haven't released a new product yet this year. But once noon hits, I have two soft releases upstairs. One's called Miracle, which is a nice blend of bergamot, lavender, synthetic ambergris, and a couple of vanilla aroma chemicals. And the other is called Azure, which is a very blue scent. Out of the two, I definitely prefer Miracle, but that's just my personal taste.
So we haven't started a new product line, but I really love the Saguaro Blossom that we just launched here last week. It's like a really amazing summer scent. The body lotion is the one that I use on a daily basis most often, so it would probably be my favorite.
My favorite product that we've ever released is Carpathia. So like we strive to make scents that are kind of like a contrast between smells that you generally wouldn't perceive as being good and like traditionally enjoyable fragrances. And I feel like that one's like a perfect middle ground where like you get like dank basement and wet stone in it a lot, but it's also very cologne-y, and they blend, I think, better than any other product that I've done.
My favorite scent in general that we offer is actually the Watchman. It's been my favorite since I had it like originally made by Sean, but it's still continued to be my favorite like 3 years later. And I would say that's probably that. And then that's my favorite scent. My favorite product would probably be like the hydration and the rescue potions.
You know, I'm here with my brother, and he was just asking me that earlier, and you know, I always went to Picture Day because it was like my ideal barber shop that I made for me. But I've kind of got a little tired of it, I guess. So I'd say maybe Wood Shop might be my favorite now.
One of the customers sent me, it was a synthetic knot with a little red top on it. He sent me that knot, and he wanted, what was it now? It was a black or red and white top with black bands and then a translucent red, I think, or it might have been red bottom. I can't remember exactly, but it was in the shape of my interrobang handle, which for anyone that doesn't know, interrobang is actually a thing. Yeah. It's when you put an exclamation and a question mark next to each other, and I just thought it was a cool word, but it also says like, wow, what? You know, so that was kind of what I was going for. It was my first handle I made with the slanted flutes on the bottom, right. And but that one, it just, I don't know, it just popped out. It's actually my screensaver on my phone, and I see it in social media everywhere. The guy that bought it, and I just really like the colors. And I'm not even a big fan of red. It just, I liked how that one turned out.
Sure. Well, so I used to name every handle when I would do releases. Now I do strictly commissions, but I used to do releases, and I had to come up with model names for things, because saying like, you know, blue, yellow, acrylic is kind of boring. And so I would name them after people that I know in the shaving community. And so, you know, some of them have kind of silly names, but I mean, nothing super comes to mind, but you can imagine people's usernames on like Reddit and Instagram, things like that they can be anything. They can be wacky. So.
The silliest would be our SB129 that we launched for Black Friday in 2022, and it's from SpongeBob SquarePants, the Chrome SpongeBob, and the episode is SB129.
We do a lot of strange names for our products. We tend to use a lot of like Latin words and things like that. But I think that or anthropophagy is kind of like a weird inside joke.
Sure.
Because it sounds very like, you know, hoity-toity, like kind of like anthropology, but it's actually a word that means cannibalism. So it's like a weird little thing we were doing.
Well, so my previous business name was Smitten Soapery before I rebranded into Zingari. And so we had some like just kitschy fun names. And so our men's line was all stupid names. It was all like Sexy Beast or Stud Muffin. And so, yeah, we've kind of done some silly ones.
I think the silliest would be the original name for Saturday Morning, which was the direct translation into French of Fruit Loops, which is Fruclé Bouteille, or something like that, Bouclé Fruité or something like that.
So there was a very short run, made 2 of these called Remote Learning, that was nacho cheese scented and Mountain Dew scented splash. So I'd say that's probably the weirdest, silliest thing I've done.
1301.
1301, which means
Nothing.
absolutely nothing.
Absolutely nothing. There's no reference to anything. It just, I needed a name and I guess I wasn't clever that day.
I haven't used it.
Never tried it.
It's not for me. It has a special place in the community, and I kind of prefer more modern and weird stuff. So that's I would say a type of weird that is not really my bag.
I think it smells like my grandmother. Literally, because it did. Whatever mixture of oil of Olay and other things that she had together, she literally smelled like tobacco. I love the fact that when something happens and life throws somebody a curveball, there's always a group of people that are willing to step up quickly and help somebody get back up on their feet. And it's just a recurring theme that if something happens, there's always somebody there to catch you and have your back.
Honestly, just how like welcoming and chill everybody's been. Like, I'm extremely socially anxious and I have trouble meeting people, like just general day to day, and everybody I've met at any of these meetups or online they're always just so nice and so welcoming, and like, I don't know, it's just a really good community to like be a part of.
Probably the community, like coming here, never have met any of you guys in person, and then automatically knowing, hey, I know that guy, I've talked to him online before. It's just really cool and supportive, and yeah, just awesome.
For the most part, everybody is trying to grow and build together as a community, so it's fun to be a part of that.
For the most part, the shaving community in general is mostly really positive and very supportive. So that's one of the things that I've loved the most about it. I feel like if something has happened, the community is really good about pulling together and doing a fundraiser or just showing support and stuff like that. So it's a very supportive hobby, like environment in general. I feel like.
The best thing about it is how wholesome it is. I think people are very generous and welcoming to new people, and everybody really wants to like spread the message and convert people, and that part of that means being accepting and welcoming, and it's a super diverse group of people. You got people from all walks of life. And it's been great seeing, more and more different types of people coming in. You got, it's traditionally a very male-heavy thing, so more and more women and stuff like that has been really great. But it's really just, I mean, the community aspect of it is what I think is the best. You make great friends that live across the world, and you get to come to stuff like this and just hang out like you were doing it every day. So
the camaraderie, hands down. I get to know people that I'm very, I wouldn't use the word recluse, but I'm very internal, introverted, but when I do get around people, I light up. So, which would indicate I'm sort of extroverted too, but I like my alone time and very internal thoughts too. And I like that energy, the synergy from group settings like this Maggard meetup, and getting to know customers on a personal level. And I would be lying if I didn't say that when a customer comes up to me and says, "Hey, it's great to meet you. Oh my God, you got me excited about this or that," and just to hear that, and to see, the wet shaving community appreciate artisans, not just me but everyone. It just lifts my spirits. I was actually a little bit, maybe a little down this morning even, and someone, "Oh, he's so excited," and it just lifted me up. So I'm a human like, a lot of people like that kind of energy from people, and I really do.